Hey, Steve Zook here. Welcome back to Pokesoo channel and the Guitar Ladder System. Here's a guitar that kind of a good example of my curiosity. I saw it, I think it's called an AW54. It's a mahogany guitar. It's got a solid mahogany top, laminate mahogany back and sides. Mahogany is a very, very special wood, folks. But when I saw this guitar came out, I liked the idea of the open pour. I used to have a couple Martin 30s. 0017 pre-wars, which I love, and I just love mahogany. And so I kind of in the back of my mind made a mental note that, gosh, if I could ever find one of these, I wouldn't mind picking it up. And I happened to find one, and actually the guy that set it up to a super low action. I think if I was going to keep this, I'd put a set of 12s on it. It would be really nice. If you like a low action, you don't pick super hard, you'd probably be fine, but the action on this thing is really low. This one I do believe was upgraded with a bone nut and a bone saddle, and I recently spent about 26 bucks and got some ebony end pins because I love Ibanez products, but man, the end pins they use on this guitar suck. They don't have hardly any tip on them. They're really hard to get out. I don't know why Ibanez would do that. It doesn't make sense to me because I like Ibanez products a lot. I've always loved Ibanez guitars, so it doesn't make much sense. This is an open pour thing to where they don't finish it, so if the guitar breathes more, kind of like an old vintage guitar where the finish has checking and stuff. But with this, it seems like it's even better because it's open pour. They don't fill in the pores with a bunch of lacquer and stuff, so the guitar even breathes more. And this is an incredible sounding guitar, and like I said, it's got some upgrades. Now I'm going to play one note here. That kind of says it all. Can you hear that? Reminds me of a piano or something. Let's do it again. That's some real tone, man. I usually play steel string acoustics in dadgut. I'm really into dadgut. I also do like a flamenco tuning a lot too, but this is in regular tuning right now. This guitar just sounds incredible. It reminds me a little bit, actually a lot, of a 30s Martin 0017 that sold for a lot of money. No case or bag with this. I can sell you a new bag for my cost, which is about 28 bucks. I'd rather not ship it with no bag or anything. It's hard to ship. I end up spending a fortune on bubble wrap. But I've played a lot of these at music stores and stuff, and like I always say, every guitar is a little bit different. But the ones I played out and about, and I hardly ever buy a guitar from a music store, by the way. But, I thought if I found one that was spectacular, I might just say, what the hell, But I found this one, and it just had the sound that I knew this guitar could produce. Maybe it was played a little more, too. But it just sounds beautiful. The action's a little too low for my taste, so like I said, you could put a set of 12s on here and it should be pretty damn sweet. If you don't pick hard, you might be okay. But God, it sounds good. So hopefully you can hear that. Like I said, that one note kind of, that's a great tone. Hear that? Like the note sounds really open. It doesn't sound, like kind of compressed. I think this open pour finish is really a good idea. I think this is an underrated guitar. pick it. So yeah, this is a really, really super simple demo. But man, this thing just rings out, man. It just really, and like I said, the action is just super low. I think if I was going to keep this, I might either keep 11s on it and just back off the truss rod a little bit, or I might put a set of 12. I think I'd put a set of 12s on. But yeah, when I put these ebony bridge pins in, they help to warm. This thing already sounded great, but that even sounded better when I put those in. But like I said, this one has some upgrades with the bone nut and the bone saddle. It's a really beautiful guitar. There's mahogany has a lot of magic to the tone. I think it's a very, very underrated, very underrated, undervalued wood, because it has just a beautiful mid-range and a beautiful mid-bass. And folks, that's where all the magic is. And in most guitars is the mid-range and the mid-bass. But yeah, this open pore is a really good idea because they don't fill in the pores with lacquer, which then chokes the guitar and makes it harder to breathe. It really makes a lot of sense, you know. And like I said, the top is solid. And yeah, this is a lot of guitar. I'm really impressed by it. I was almost going to keep it. Crystal clear. So simple demo. What a great sound. Beautiful guitar. Yeah, I'm kind of at about $349 on this. Like I said, I'd kind of hate to not ship it without a gig bag, but you know, if you don't want to spring $28 for the gig bag, I understand. I already spent, like I said, about $27 or so, or 20. I forget what it was for the ebony bridge pins. They weren't dirt cheap, but this is really a nice guitar. I'm barely picking to. I'm not putting hardly any pressure. Really has a nice sound. All right, folks, 714-548-0385. Best thing is to text me. I'm pretty busy. It's hard for me to answer my phone all the time. You can always leave a message if you want. 714-548-0385, or email me stevezook7@yahoo.com. STEVEZOOK, the number 7 not spelled out, at yahoo.com. But yeah, this is a neat guitar. All right, folks, Ibanez I think AW54 open pore solid mahogany top. This is an undervalued, underrated guitar. They had a great idea with the open pore thing because it doesn't fill in the. I mean, you think about it. If a piece of it'd be like taking a speaker and putting extra lacquer over the speaker. You know, it can't breathe. So the open pore, you don't fill in the wood with a bunch of lacquer so it can breathe. That's one of the reasons. Even just this one note, you can hear the guitar's potential. Though I was almost going to do a video with one note, one note samba, but you can hear the guitar right there. Hear that great tone? All right, folks, take care. Let's all keep the positive faith. Yeah, it's a beautiful guitar. Really more just bought this. Some guitars I just buy to keep, or I just buy to do reviews on, you know, and just enjoy. I'm just curious. I'm just always learning about guitars, but I've always loved Ibanez guitars. But this is a hell of a box. But they're not all the same, and that's not bullshit. I've walked into many stores before just buying a set of strings or something and seen these and played them, and most of them didn't sound that great. You know, they sound okay. I know they need to break in, but this one here came out really, really, really good. So, you know, it needs a good home. So, all right, folks, take care.